Sports presents Thursday night at the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Lucas, Edwards defending. Here's Lucas. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Nunn has got the ball here for Athens. It's a three-point game. Over in the corner, Osman. From downtown, Yurtsevin passes to Hernan Gomez. Osman. And the three off target.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And now Athens on the break. Fires the three. That shot missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Pass to De Silva. Lots of room. That one goes. Count it.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far a perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
Lets it go with the three. De Silva with the rebound. And the three ball is good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
That one good for 2. 5 points in the game.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Here's Nunn. Connects from three-point range.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
They set the pick. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Launches a three. He can't get that one. Pass to De Silva. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Osman. Off target with his three.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. This one for 3. De Silva with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Nice open look, but it's no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nunn's gone 1 of 3 on the night. There's a screen. Lucic. The three-pointer, no good. Athens trails by 11. Hernan Gomez kicks to Yurtsevin. Here's Nunn. Misses the chippy right there.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there. And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Jacks up a 3. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Athens shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that free throw good from Nunn. And Athens will go with a different look here. And so Nunn nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Edwards with the drive. That's tipped. 19 seconds left in the first quarter.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Takes the three. Sinks the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. They lead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Inside. No good from Booker. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. Down by 12. Drills it from outside.
Number 40.
The three. It's hauled in by Brown. There's the pick. Fires the three. Another three for Athens.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Buries it down low. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. And making our way toward the finish line, this is a great time to check out the new power rankings. You take a look at Athens. They're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
When you look at this visiting team, they've experimented with a lot of options this season, but at some point you are what you are. And that's a pretty good basketball team moving forward.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Giffey drills the three-pointer.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Another three for Athens.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kicks it out to Booker. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Fires away from outside. And here they come. Here's Napier. His three-pointer's off the mark. Athens trails by 9. The steal. To the paint. It's tipped. And now Athens on the break. To the inside. Out left to the wing. 18 feet out. It's hauled in by Athens. And here is Grant. Still without a basket. Booker pulls it in. And they're on the break. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pass to Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Good on both. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't the teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
from past the arc. Pass to Napier. On the wing, Booker lets it go from deep. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Fires for 3. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
He's covered by Brown. Out of bounds, Athens takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. Athens trails by 11. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
But if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Yurtsevin with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Second shot opportunity. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hand in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
That is...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Athens trails by 3. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's none in at the 2 spot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Lucic launches it. It's hauled in by Athens. And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward position. There's Lucas, and it's all evened up. He's got 9.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Edwards looking it over. Lucic. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
There's the pick to the right side. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
It's tipped. Hernan Gomez covering. Lucic gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Nunn, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Edwards, good. Edwards got 7.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Hernan Gomez. There's a good screen. There's Lucas. Here's Yurtsevin. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Lucic. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Athens trails by 3. Ball stolen. To the middle.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Hernan Gomez kicks to Nunn. Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Nunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Edwards driving the lane, and he's able to get it back. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:46 left to play here in the third. For 3, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
To the paint, here's Yurtsevin. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Pass to De Silva. Puts up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 11 points in the game.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Here's Nunn. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what Coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lucas passes to Yurtsevin. For the lead. And the layup is up and in. Yurtsevin's got the lead up to 1 now for Athens.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Nunn. And he banks in the layup. Nunn's got 9 points now in just the second half. Lucic. He gets hauled in by Athens. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's Lucas. A three-pointer is right on target. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Athens ahead as they wrap up the third quarter on a 14-. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Grant. First personal foul. First team foul.
He's covered by Grant. And the dunk by Booker.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Athens.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Driving in. Yep, it counts.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
They set the pick. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Giffey, he's covered by Grant. Clock at 6. That shot off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Fires from deep. From the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. So both teams making some changes here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Lucas. No good with the triple. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one at the line is good. And Athens making a change here. Runs checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the
2
space.
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Great look, but off the mark.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Athens moving the ball around. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to De Silva. From the wing. And that one swishes right in. Athens trails by 3. Deflects the pass. And here we go. Launches the 3. And the three ball is good.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And no good that time.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Fires from way outside. And that one is off. From deep three-point territory. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Musa. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Osman. Now Nunn. You'd having a screen. And Nunn is good for three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa. Fires for three. That one is off. Pass to Osman. Hernan Gomez on the wing. And again, it's Athens with a three.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
No question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. That shot is off.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Here's Musa. Misses the three.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Hernan Gomez gets the bucket.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Back to Garuba. They set the pick. Nunn defends. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the three-pointer.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Osman. From outside the arc. Hernan Gomez on the wing. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. That shot is good by Campazzo.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
On offense, here is Athens. Takes the three. Fires, hitting the triple. Nunn's got 6.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
He buries it from 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
The 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
The 3 is up. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Osman's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Here's Garuba. And that time also a missed shot.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
This one for 3. Bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Outside Nunn. No good with the triple.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's the 3. Counted from distance. He has 6.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Fires it. They get the rebound. Pass to Musa. Takes a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Nunn with it. Shot clock at 5. No good there, off the double clutch.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And so and if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Athens?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And Grant gets it to go.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Right wing. Shoots. Off the left rim and out.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Ibaka. Launches a three. Nails it from three.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Here's Hazonia. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Ibaka for three. Pass to Inja. There's the three. Hits the trifecta. Injai's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Ibaka for three. That shot off. Athens leading by 5. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Such a wide open look. 6 points for him.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
From deep. It's hauled in by Athens. The three ball. And again, it's Athens with a three.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Athens shooting their first free throw of the night. Brent, you had a ton of playoff experience as a player. What was the atmosphere of the NBA postseason like?
Well, the intensity certainly picks up, BA, but looking back at it, it's so fun to see the amount of attention that all of a sudden comes with playoff basketball. So many more fans, so many more cameras, so much on the line. It's really where you enjoy all that hard work.
Counted from distance.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. Oh, come on, BA. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And again, it's Athens with a three.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
They get it back.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Athens leading by 16. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Very few miscues from this team tonight. They valued their possessions and hold the lead, partly because of it.
There's 48 seconds left in the second period. Puts up a three. Tipped. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Musa. He has 6. That three's off the mark. On offense, here is Athens. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. 4-3. Hernan Gomez, no good. Hernan Gomez has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Garuba down low. Hernan Gomez there. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds now. Outside none. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And so it's Athens with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Back after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead. This is the kind of domination I know you were all about in your day, big fella.
And still am. Nothing has changed there. I just dominate business.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the visiting team. Appreciate you joining.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 16. Omer Yurtseven out there with Cedi Osman. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Sends it home from 3-point land. 9 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Athens leading by 13. Left side none. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman. 6 points for him. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Musa. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. They set a pick. Tries again. Good as the jump shot falls. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Campazzo. Launches it. On target from range. Campazzo's got 6.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Well, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Pass to Osman. Now Hernan Gomez. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Musa. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And he can't get that one.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Pass to Yurtseven. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Campazzo. Sinks the tray. Campazzo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
They get it again. Here at 7, passes to Hernan Gomez. Cash money on the open jump shot. He's got 10.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And the deficit down inside single digits.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 1:17 left in the third. Count it.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Pass to Ibaka. The three is up. It's hauled in by Athens. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Here's Inja. Pass to Ibaka. There's a screen. For three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got 6.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And Grant gets it to go.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Hezonja, no good. Athens leading by 14. And here's the fast break. The deep three. Outside for Grant. From behind the arc. On the wing, Grant. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Brown with it. And there's the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
The visitors with the ball. 17-point game. Ibaka for three. Kalaitzakis grabs the miss. On offense, here is Athens. A 17-point lead, their biggest. And for Athens, gets the three to fall. Kalaitzakis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Ibaka for three. Nails it from three.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Here's Kalaitzakis. And Hezonja pulls it down. Jumps up. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Shot is off. Shooting 7 for 15. Shot is up. It's hauled in by Athens.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
In full-on catch-up mode, they're raining threes right now.
Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. Well, it's going to take something special now to get them back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Here's Kalaitzakis from the arc. Doesn't go that time. Kalaitzakis has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Ibaka for 3. Can't get it to drop. Athens leading by 12, and they're pushing it up. The 3. Kept alive. Pass to Kalaitzakis. And another miss by Athens.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's Injai. Ibaka with it. Clock at 6. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so it's Athens with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Here's Azonia. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Three-pointer, no good.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, they get a hand on it. There's the 3. And Campazzo missing. Athens leading by 13. Launches it from deep. That shot off the mark. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Hits the three-pointer.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Pulls up to the left side wing. And here's Grant from the arc. That shot missing. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Here's Kalaitzakis. Releases. And misses it off the right side of the rim. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Garuba. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. On offense, here is Athens. They lead by 7. Six on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. That shot, no good. So it's Athens winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Yui, and it's Campazzo in at the one. Musa with the bucket.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Rebound by Tavares. And they're pushing it up. Three-pointer. Musa can't hit. Beyond the arc. Inside, here's De Silva. Banked in off the glass.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Garuba. Oh, good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Latrey. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. The layup off target.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest. You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
It's intercepted. And here's the fast break. A nice shot by Campazzo.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the break. Here's Yui. No good from outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. De Silva with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the three. Lucic connects from three-point range.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
They set the screen. Hands it from downtown. He's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Good work there as it goes.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
There's the triple. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Three-pointer. Rebound by Tavares.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
A nice shot by Garuba. They swipe it. Here's Musa. Knocks down the 3-ball. Musa's got 6.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
The tray. Good on the triple.
After missing his first 4 shot, good to see him finally get one to drop.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Tavares passes to Campazzo. Fires from deep. They get the rebound. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Garuba. Out to the wing. Here's Huey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Huey's got his second bucket of the game to go. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. They lead. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Here's Azania on Wednesday and then on Saturday. Here's Napier. Fires for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Ibaka for 3. He can't hit that time.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And he drops it in from the low post. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Takes it off the glass.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Inside. And a dunk by Booker.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Azania gets it to go.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And it's good for 2. He has 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Off on the layup. Booker looking around. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Takes a 3. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Poked away. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Napier with it. Nothing on the board. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Now here's Booker. It's stolen by Ibaka. Pass to Enjai. Here's the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Shots good by Ibaka. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Ibaka. Pass to Enjai. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Giffey drops in the tray. Now Hazonia. He has 5. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Off target with the open look. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And the first half is now in the books. Up 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Well, we could give you plenty of highlights, but a lot of substance too. He's moving the needle for his team.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the visiting team.
Where's the...
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Pass to De Silva. A 3-ball. They get it back. A second chance effort. Can't cash in from close range.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
They've got Huey, and it's Tavares in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Huey, the pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards. Musa's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Buries it from 3-point range. 10 points for him.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Musa. He has 6. Stolen. Lucic. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Money from the wing. Musa's got 8.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
It's Edwards on the wing. Hits it from 3-point range.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Here's Garuba. All sorts of time, and he connects with the jumper.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Lucic. It's good from long range.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Misses the 3.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Garuba. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Huey kicks to Tavares. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. Lucic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 11.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. For 3, Edwards. Sinks the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Got that one up quick.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Lucic. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Musa. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by... In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. It's the three-point bomb.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Ibaka. From deep. A shot off that time.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Here's Azania. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's the fast break. Booker inside. Launches it. No good. Shot missing. Ibaka outside. For the three. That shot is off.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
From down in the low post, it goes. And now, here's Hazonia. Fades and shoots. Good on the three-point shot.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Jacks up a three. The shot, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
No one covers.
I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And the basket by Napier.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Ibaka for three. They get it back. Here's Njai. Napier covering. Njai's shot is off. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Booker, no good. One-on-one here.
2 minutes.
Here's Azania. From outside, off the mark. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. And here's Booker from the arc. Pass to Napier. Just 5 to shoot. A rebound by Hazonia.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Basket good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. .116 left in the fourth quarter.
Fires away from way outside. Beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. Pass to Ibaka. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. And the home team has possession. 22 is their biggest lead. Out to the right wing. The fadeaway. The rebound by Ibaka. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Azania. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. We've got Jetty Osman, also a Marriott 7 out there, and it's Nunn in at the 2. Here's Osman, and they call an illegal screen here.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
From outside the arc, knocks it down from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Nunn. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to De Silva. Drains the triple.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Nunn, the pass to Osman. No good on the 3. On the break. Puts up a 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
Pass to your 7. And there's the turnover. Pasko's out of bounds.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Nunn defends. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
On offense, here is Athens. It's a 10-point game. Here's the 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
3 points.
Nunn defends. Throws it up high.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Guarded by Edwards. Outside Nunn. And he dunks it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Edwards. After the basket by Athens. Connects from downtown. Edwards has got 5.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Osman on the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Osman's got his second bucket on the night. To the middle. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
There's the triple. Doesn't go for him. 1:21 left in the first quarter. And the three-pointer goes. 6 points for him.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And a nice finish on the layup.
I just love the ball movement.
Athens trails by 15. Outside none. Can they get it? Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one. That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
And another miss by Athens.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And another miss by Athens.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Delivering the blowout. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And for Athens, tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Athens trails by 17. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And here's Brown for 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And there's a pick. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Athens.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Napier. Off target from 3-point range. Athens trails by 15. Knocks down the long J. He has 6.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3 ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Pulls it from the top of the key, and the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover. All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens. On Wednesday, and then on Tuesday.
Number 0, Panathinaikos.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Oh, from deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
It sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Fires the 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Booker with a screen on Grant. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. On offense, here is Athens. They're on a 13-4 run. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4. It's hauled in by Athens. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Takes the three. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And a missed layup.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Booker with a screen on Grant. To the right side. Inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Puts up a deep 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, banked it in off the glass. Grant's got his first points of the night.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And Booker with the jam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
It's good.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Grant brings a double. Gets the 3-ball to go. He's got 5.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
.40 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Pass to Panathinaikos. Here's the pick. To the paint. Robbed. In transition. He stops. He pops. Yes, on the jumper.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
The putback. Outside for Grant. Shoots over Booker. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. Leading by 8. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Well, I think for the home team, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the home team.
Offensively, they.
And that is going to do it.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's none. Yet to see a basket. Misses the layup. And for Athens, Omer Yurtseven out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Athens trails by 8. Here's Osman. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. Osman's got his third basket on the night right there.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
None defends.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your home team, number.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pass to Yurtseven. Oh, he tries a 3. Can't hit that one. A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's Osman. Takes it inside. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. To the inside. The kick out to Edwards. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Edwards has got 8 points. Athens trails by 8. And stolen by Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Osman. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
No problems knocking that one down. Give him 8.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Here's Edwards. What a terrific move that is.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Hey, here's none for 3. Over to the left wing. It's stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Athens. Guarded by Edwards. Drills it from deep.
3 points.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Athens trails by 12. Nunn finds her at 7.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game. Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Picked it. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Launches it. The rebound by Osman.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Guarded by Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 13.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
From downtown. Osman on the wing. Fires for 3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
His first shot coming late.
Shoot that, are you?
Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
The 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 11. And time. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Lets it go from deep. Kalitzakis grabs the miss.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
And for Athens, no luck on that one. Now Booker. Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. The shot off that time. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Oh, a really deep three that time.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Jacks up a three. Unable to get that one. Athens trails by 12. And again, it's Athens with a three.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
From deep three-point land. The shot won't fall.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here we go, one-on-one. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Number 10, Kostas Sloukas.
Athens trails by 12. They set the pick. Fires from deep. The shot no good. Three-pointer. Buries it from three.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
And stolen by Booker. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Athens. Grant, right side. And another miss by Athens.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Shot clock at 6. The three is up. He drops it from range.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead, but time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
To the wing, right side. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And they're running. The offensive rebound. 1:24 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he lobs it up. The shot comes out.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Takes a three. The shot no good. And so Grant will bring it up for Athens. Down by 15. And Booker pulls it down. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. He buries it from three. and they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Puts up a deep three. And again, it's Athens with a three. Fires away from way outside. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's Athens and the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3. He rifled that one in from distance. Osman's got the first 3 points tonight for Athens. Here's Musa. Hernan Gomez covering, kept alive. Here's Huey. Pass to Garuba. 5 on the clock. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Osman. Another 3 for Athens.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Musa. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nunn passes to Osman. Athens moving the ball around. 3-pointer. No good there. Here's Garuba. And the layup's good off the glass.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Pass to Nunn. The 3. Cranes the 3-pointer.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Garuba. It's good from long range. Garuba's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Nunn. This Lucas. And a miss there on the triple.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Tavares passes to Garuba. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. And they're running. There's Lucas. They get it again. Here's Osman. Cans it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Here's Garuba. Here's Huey. Pass to Garuba. Clock at 4. Here's Campazzo. No good on the three. Athens leading by 7. Shot on the wing. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Tavares passes to Campazzo. Over Nunn. Out to the right wing. Here's Garuba. Hits it from three-point range. Garuba's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Snatched up. Yurtsevin kicks to Hernan Gomez. Hits the three-point bomb.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm.
Oh, the power on that Pruden!
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And he gets the bucket. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. From the arc. And Garuba pulls it down.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Athens with another miss. Here's Musa, defended by Nunn. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tavares passes to Campazzo. Lets it go with a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Pass to Nunn. From outside the arc, sinks the triple. Nunn's got 9 points. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Athens leads by 6. And don't go away. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Athens.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
They've got Yui, and it's Campazzo in at the 2 spot. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Grant. And for Athens, fires the 3. Another 3 for Athens.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
They've got Yui, and it's Tavares in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Athens. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And for Athens, for 3, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Offensive rebound. With the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Athens. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. Second shot opportunity. And finally they hit one.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
And shot on the way. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. No problems knocking that one down.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
The three. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. From downtown, another three for Athens.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
That's it. And the Athens lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Azania.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Grant surveying the D. This one for 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Azania. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Grant outside. And it's off from three-point range. Fast break. Here they come. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Athens leading by 7. Fires the 3. A rebound by Azania. 34 seconds left in the first half. Takes the 3. Njai's shot is off. And here is Athens now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
He has 6.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Athens holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month. Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
If you look at his production at the point guard position, balancing scoring and playmaking, just like my man.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for Athens.
When contributions off the bench.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. They've got Yui, and it's Garuba in at the power forward. That's it. And the Athens lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Yui.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot. Connects from three-point range. And Athens leads by 8.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Ibaka for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Slukas passes to Nunn to the left wing. It's stolen by Ibaka. 3-on-3. Here's Campazzo. A three-pointer off the mark. Athens leading by 5. Pass to Yurtsevin. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Athens.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that. Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now, here's Nunn. Hernan Gomez kicks to Nunn. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Garuba the pass to Campazzo. Here's Huey. Here's Garuba. So the wing on the left. Here's Campazzo. Drains it from beyond the arc. Campazzo's got 6 here in this quarter. And Nunn has got the ball here for Athens. The lead is 2. There's the 3. The shot, no good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Campazzo. They set the pick. Over Nunn. Shot clock at 5. Here's Musa. Buries it from 3-point range. Musa's got 5 now.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3s they're allowing.
Nunn kicks to Yurtsevin. Puts up a 3. Nunn can't get it to fall. Nunn's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. Here's Musa. He has 5. Here's Huey. Ibaka looking for an opening. From downtown, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Ibaka's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Slukas, good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
There's the screen. Here's Huey. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Huey's got his 2nd bucket of the night. We've seen them struggle in the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you got to do it as a unit.
Ibaka outside. Here's Campazzo. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Nunn. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's back-to-back 3s. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And Athens will go with a different look here. And so Nunn nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's the screen. No good from outside. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Kalaitzakis. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Grant for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Grant's got 12 in the game. Stolen by Nunn. No good that time. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Athens ahead, up by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And for Athens, Njai, the pass to Tavares. Stolen by Grant. Puts up a deep three. Second chance shot. And right on target. Good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Athens.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Lasagna knocks down the three ball.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
They set the pick from deep. Good on the three-point shot.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
To the inside. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Panathinaikos. The three. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Njai. And the three off target. Athens trails by 3. Here's Panathinaikos. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Panathinaikos has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For 3. No good. Shot missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Ibaka, wide open, he finds. Drills the three-pointer.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And here is Athens now. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Athens moving the ball around. Pocket 6. Grant for 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Tavares. Out left to the wing. Here's Musa. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's the break. From past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. And Athens leads by 3.
You know, that's a great time to pull up and shoot the 3 in transition. The defense never had a chance to set up and get a hand in his face.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Ibaka for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Ibaka's got 9 points here in the second half. Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
58 seconds left in the fourth.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Campazzo, the pass to Musa. Screened by Ibaka. From the arc. Knocks down the three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Pass to Musa. Here's the three. That shot off. Off target from three-point range. And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean,
Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Garuba with the bucket.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Pure from three-point range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Musa. Beyond the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Right wing. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown. Garuba's got 5 now.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
The steal. Pass to Musa. Launches it. He's off on that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Yes, it's good. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Edwards. The drive by Campazzo. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Musa. Here's the three. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. The 3 ball. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Garuba. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Out to the wing. 3-pointer. That one is off. Pass to Musa from deep. This is another, just 1 of 4 from the floor.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Fires from the wing. De Silva with the buckets. And that'll tie this game up.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Musa. It's the trifecta. He has 6.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
The 3-pointer off the mark. 1:51 left in the first quarter. 3-pointer. Garuba with the bucket. Garuba's got 8.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Oh, got that one up quick.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Lets the 3 fly, and Musa pulls it down. 1:10 left to play in the first. They get it back. Over to the wing. The 3 is up. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Pass to De Silva. The 3 is up. The shot that time not on target.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Here's Campazzo. Jacks up a 3 to the middle. Back to Garuba. Down low. Soft touch off the glass.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Garuba with a rebound. They've been making plays at both ends during this run, Grant.
When you're in a groove like this, there's no better feeling.
Pass to Musa. Fires the three. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Up by 11. And the second quarter about to get... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them. What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
From downtown, Inja grabs the miss. Pass to Ibaka. Takes the three. The shot misses. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's the break. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Driving in. Oh, misses the dunk. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
They get the rebound. Let's go with a three. Knocks down the triple. 6 points for him.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
They need this. And he takes it up and lays it in.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. They set the screen. Here's Hazonia. Nails it from 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Ibaka. There's the triple. And he can't get that one.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Drills it from deep.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Hey, yo, right here. Here's Hazonia. And here comes the break. For 3. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And the defense looking a little lost on that play.
Pass to Inja. Screen by Ibaka. Hazonia. Off the mark there with a 3. Inside. Ibaka with a steal. Launches a 3. The shot by Hazonia, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From outside, off the mark. We've got 1:55 left in the half. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He has 7.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
1:24 left in the second period. Pass to Inja. From behind the arc. Unable to get that one. To the middle. Outside Napier. Fades and shoots. Good.
Number 22.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses from the corner.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half of this one. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Hazonia. Nice open look, but it's no good. Pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Booker. Here's Musa. He's got 6. From the arc. Drops in the 3. He's got 6. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 12. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
There's plenty on the line in this game. This establishes the...
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the home team.
The difference.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. From the wing, and Musa pulls it down.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
They set a pick. He shoots. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Garuba passes to Campazzo. Over Edwards. Baseline jumper right on the money.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Buries it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Garuba. No good on the triple.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Pass to Edwards. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the layup is good off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Fires in the triple. He's got 12.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
From outside the arc. No luck on that one. Here's Campazzo. Takes a 3. From deep three-point range. Counted from distance. Campazzo's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
To the paint. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Garuba. Misses the jumper. Pass to Edwards. And the three off target. This one for three. Musa, no good.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
It's Edwards on the wing. No good with a jumper from the wing.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Sinks the tray. Garuba's got 14 points.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
There's the three. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's a screen from Garuba. Pass to Musa. Clock at 6. Shoots it from the corner. They grab their own miss. To the left wing. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Edwards. And Campazzo missing. Outside Edwards. No good from outside.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
The three. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates. Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Ibaka for three, on target from range.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh yeah, you're done.
29 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Booker. Hey, from beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. And stolen by Napier. The open J off the mark.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manage.
Oh, he got it! Oh, he got it to go at the buzzer.
Wow.
Whoa! The Heat.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 12. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fires for 3. Drains the triple.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Ibaka for 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
On Sunday, then on Tuesday, gets the 3 to fall.
And what were they thinking, leaving 3 guys, like 3 open on the perimeter? They got what they asked for.
Pass to Inja. The 3. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Spins from deep three-point land. And Azonia pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Njai. Nice shot from the wing. Njai's got his first points in this one. It's picked off. He's guarded by Napier. Puts up a 3. Pass to Azonia. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Ibaka. Offensive rebound. To the inside. Njai passes to Ibaka. 3-pointer. And Booker pulls it down. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Sinks it from distance.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficits.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And few players can be that accurate with a pass from that distance.
And then that authoritative with the finish.
That is true. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Takes a 3. Njai grabs the miss. And there's a pick. Pass to Azonia. Let's go with a 3. The shot no good. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Miss there on the triple. He's guarded by Napier. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Pass to Azonia. Launches it from deep. No good there. The home crowd treated to a win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.